Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. It is Friday and we are here for another daily dose of DeFi, your one-stop shop to get all of your DeFi news updates on this channel with me today. So guys, if you've been enjoying the recent content, I would really appreciate a like, a follow, a comment. Let me know what you think about the content. It's been great so far diving into the trench with you guys, despite the awful price action that we've been trying to deal with on this channel over the last week or two.
We'll survive somehow.
But yes, let's dive into it today, guys, and let's see what is on the agenda. Look, let's just dive into the price action, guys. I know it's not pretty, but you know what they say, there's no rainbows without a storm.
Dude, that was badass.
Look, Hey Anon is down below $11 here, which is definitely buy zone for us on this channel, guys. As you know, we're big fans of Anon. Graphane's also now coming down to around $200 million market cap. It's been surprising to see the AI agent space been getting this wrecked, considering the news about DeepSeek being a net positive for the space. But you know, at the end of the day, guys, you have to have conviction. You can't blame anyone else for this. You have to have conviction in your beliefs, and this can make millionaires. These types of markets, when they rebound, can create millionaires. It depends on your level of conviction. Now, clearly, I'm got a high level of conviction in DeFi and AI agents, which is exactly why I make these videos every day. I'm not here to tell you to buy them, but I'm telling you, in my opinion, this is going to come back extremely hard when the markets do decide to recover. So, guys, and with that, look at the markets. You know, you have to see where's the opportunity. You know, Anon is virtually a blue chip. Graphane as well. Mode at 62 million also looks very, very cheap right now. Hive as well, under 50 million, is also looking good. And then just going down further down here, I mean, Newer under 10 million. It was the first time I've seen it under $10 billion market cap. You know, it came second place in the Solana AI hackathon, one of the second place runners up, and it looks very, very cheap, to be honest with you. Now, as I've been saying the whole this last couple of weeks, is dollar cost average in. Don't go in with your full clips, and here is the reason why. It's all about mindset, right? You know, be fearful when others are greedy, be greedy when others are fearful. This has been taught over the last 7 or 8 years of mine in the trenches in crypto. And when you fully believe in something like we do in DeFi, these are the times where you really make your money. So just moving over to the AI agent space as well, it looks like Virtual's actually had a nice spike. One of the only sunshines in the rain here with a 20% increase. So that's nice to see from the Virtual side of things. They did make an announcement that we'll talk about later. Arc is also taking quite a big hit, which has been getting a lot of good recognition and a lot of GitHub stars and a lot of action on Arc. So any major dip on Arc, I'm scooping on my end. So as we can see here, Arva as well has been getting absolutely wrecked, nearly 60 to 62% in just last week. It's one of the biggest losers. Now, obviously, they did launch launchable staking, and they do have some really interesting AI agents coming as well to Abstract Chain that we covered in a recent video, partnering with partners with virtual human companies in Japan. And I know they've got tons and tons of partnerships to announce coming up, but it does look ugly, to be honest with you. I can't really tell you to buy this kind of blood because who knows where the bottom is. It all depends on your conviction, guys. If you do like the idea of launchable staking for a lot of the great AI agents that are coming out of Hollow, then it would be a good time to scoop some up. But to be honest with you, 61% down is not a good look in any shape or form. So yeah, that's all we've got time for really for the markets today, guys. Like I said, it's not pretty, so just be careful out there. Dollar cost average into what you really believe in, and let's hope that this turns around soon. Okay guys, so something I wanted to touch upon here is the Venice project. So we did speak about it a couple of days ago, but we didn't go into a huge amount of depth. We just spoke about the airdrop, but the Venice project, Venice.ai, that was launched by Eric Voorhees and his team, is a fantastic product from what I can see. It was definitely has product market fit, but they did have a pretty shocking launch, and I just wanted to dive into some of the details of like what the challenges they've faced, so everyone's aware of like what's going on here, and so no one gets burned with the Venice token, because in theory the product is great. Eric is an amazing leader and is a real bastion for AI now by coming into the space, and is one of the sharpest minds really in Web3, if you ask me. But the launch had its problems. So we're going to dive into what were the problems of the launch, what happened, how should we actually react to this, and what should our stance be on Venice. Should we be buying, should we be holding, should we be selling? Let's get into it. Okay, so there's a great thread here just made a couple of hours ago by Yutaro, and basically Yutaro goes into all the details that I was going to run you through individually, but Yutaro's put it here in a great thread, so do give Yutaro a follow, guys, if you are watching this. So basically, we've spoken about Venice. So Venice has been around since May 2024. It's had 400,000 registered users, etc., etc. So it's been doing very well in terms of getting its initial user base. But what's so special about Venice? So let's just quickly run through this. Now, we've already spoken about on this channel what is wrong with DeepSeek and OpenAI, basically any AI LLM that is reading all of our data, which can then maybe be used against us one day, and either way it takes away our privacy. Now, Eric's always been a very, very big proponent of privacy, and I believe all of us in Web3 in general value our privacy, and so VVV very much allows us to actually make private requests to an LLM, and that information be stored locally on our computer as opposed to going back to the big companies. And so if you basically buy the pro version of Venice AI, you can use DeepSeek without sending that data to the company DeepSeek itself, as an example. And so, I mean, this is something that I'm interested in. I'm sure you guys are interested in. We don't want, where is this information going? What are they doing with it? How are they using that? It gives us paranoia, right? It always has done, and it continues to do so. So I love what Venice is building. And so, but the problem is that the launch was awful. Okay, so despite the product having great product market fit, having a very inspirational founder, what happened on the launch? This is what happened. Basically, there was 2 employees at Aerodrome Finance that have been fired, contributors at Aerodrome Finance. And what happened? Well, here we go. Mr. Ace, the book, actually aped 50k into the token. And this was before the public announcement of Aerodrome and Venice's launch. And so how would he know that? Well, he's a contributor for Aerodrome, so he had inside information, and he actually bought this token, and his wallet went up to over $1 million in 1 hour. And then after dumping on everyone, Ace tweeted, "Banger launch, congrats team." Banger launch, like seriously guys, that's going to become a meme surely. Banger launch.
That was sick.
This is not good. This is not good look for the base ecosystem. Again, to be honest with you, with the whole, everyone's pretty mad at them for not listing virtuals, and then having insiders at Aerodrome dumping on retail that were, innocently buying this token on launch. It's not good. It's not good at all. And then going back to what else happened here was that, as we can see here, Dream with Frog actually gave us some data. He market bought 500k worth of VVV, which is mad, by the way. He bought 500,000 worth. I mean, look, whenever there's a new launch, I mean, we've been in the trenches long enough, guys. Whenever there's a new launch, you let it pump, you let it dump, and then you buy in once it finds its kind of bottom, because this is just always happens. Whether it's snipers, insiders, cabal, you do not buy tokens on the day of launch, if you ask me. As you can see here, there appears to be over 1 million tokens, which is split across over 100 accounts. And so basically there was people farming the airdrop, and they must have had inside information about how to farm that airdrop, and knew that it was coming. And there's more information here from Dream with Frog about the information. And Eric Voorhees has actually said and responded to this, that we figured out what this is. It's not Venice insider people. You're correct. One entity received these 100 airdrops. We are in contact with this person. We'll report back. He's saying, well, we need to take Eric's word for it. He's saying it's not an inside job. It's somebody who maybe they collaborated with as a partner, as a partnership, or maybe they worked together since May 2024, and they found out these details, and they basically game the system. It also looks like that person is still staking a lot, if not all, of their VVV, which means that eventually that sell pressure is going to come. Now, the staking rewards at the moment is 214%, so it's highly lucrative. I did see 300-400% the other day, so it is going down. Oh, there we go. It's going down live as we record today. But, there is a lot of sell pressure that's still to come for the Venice token. Now, like I said, I really like the Venice project. I really like Eric. I think he's a great leader and a very inspirational person in Web3 in general. And I like the product. I think they've got great product market fit. But am I going to buy it? Hell no. Like, not right now. Do I have my eyes on it? Absolutely. If we look at the chart here, as you can see, it's been selling off, which is not surprising during an airdrop. This is totally normal. The market cap is sat at around 136 mil right now at $5. I expect this to continue to go down for the meantime. The actual airdrop itself doesn't finish until, I believe, 13th of March. So until then, I wouldn't be touching it too much, guys, to be honest with you. As we saw yesterday, if you guys are following the Pengu airdrop, like the Pudgy Penguins decided to close the timelines to say, right, anyone that doesn't claim within the next 5 days is going to lose their potential Pengu airdrop. So if you, by the way, if you are holding a Pudgy Penguin or a Lil Pudgy, and you haven't for some reason been connected to the internet for the last few weeks, then do claim your Pengu now. And that is in response to Pengu token just dropping like a stone as well. And so these airdrops are obviously great when you get them, but you have to sell them immediately because everyone else is going to do that. Even if you believe in the project, just sell it and buy it back like later on. That would be my advice. I think it's really, really important. Keeping our privacy is extremely important, but let's wait. I wouldn't buy in right now. Wait for the dust to settle, and then I think it's going to be a good time to go all in on Venice AI, guys. So yeah, just wanted to kind of bring this up here and make you guys aware of what actually happened, of what's going on with Venice, and then finally, like I said, in March or whenever maybe they decide to bring the airdrop time down, then I think it's a good time again to DCA into something like Venice. Okay, guys, as we just saw, the price action for virtuals is great today. It's up 20%, and this definitely could be part of it. And so basically, guys, what they've announced here is a Virtuals Nation fiscal policy. So what does that actually mean? How is this positive to Virtuals? Let's dive into it. It seems that Virtuals is realizing that competition is coming fast. They need to still cement their role as the agent launchpad of choice across Base and now across Solana as well. And I think that may be part of the issue of the token of Ava, Holo going down, because they've now got very intense competition with virtuals coming into Solana. But regardless of that, basically virtuals here are trying to incentivize and support quality projects that are launching on virtuals with grants and various different levels of support, which we're going to get into here. So as you can see here, they acknowledge it straight away. Good teams always have options to build somewhere else. It's good to see that virtuals are taking this seriously. And sometimes when you come across projects that are market leaders, they just they believe that they are the chosen ones, and then they get complacent and they get replaced. We've seen it so many times in crypto. So the key here is hunting coupled with incentives. Okay, so they've introduced a decentralized venture partner network. So this team is selecting top venture partners with access to AI talents across all regions, ecosystems, and as curators. And so basically they're going to have the autonomy to disperse grants, so to give grants out from the virtuals treasury to bring top tier builders into the ecosystem. And that is great. That's great. Of course, it looks like they want to decentralize the process of venture partners to the token holders at the eventually, but in the beginning they're going to choose, I guess, these venture partners based on their best insights and knowledge of who those might be. So basically, by deploying a network of venture partners around the world and selling them on using virtuals to launch your AI tokens, of course that sounds like a very positive movement for virtuals. Let's keep going here. And so basically they touch upon the fact that many teams today do stealth launches, but they don't graduate as sentient agents. So they don't graduate to Radium, they don't graduate onto social media, and so they're basically selecting several of their most vocal ecosystem leaders, and it's kind of a weird name, to be honest with you guys, prototype to sentience virgins. I don't know why they call it virgins, but okay. They will be provided with virtual grants to scout for high potential teams and to buy their tokens pre-graduation. So these people are going to be looking for basically high potential teams that have good talent, a great potential story, good potential utility, etc., etc. And then they will use the virtual to buy the tokens. And then those agents, it looks like those agents' tokens are going to be pulled because they're going to airdrop them to the most active virgins in the prototype trenches, and they're going to share them out evenly. Basically they're incentivizing, basically degens who love virtuals and love AI agents to find the best quality talent and then distribute the rewards to those scouts. Essentially, they're just scouts. They should just call them scouts, to the best quality virgins that are most active in doing this. So they're basically incentivizing scouts and incentivizing within the ecosystem and incentivizing scouts outside the ecosystem to find the best AI talents. Long story short. So they're basically giving a better service, let's call it a white glove potentially service, to AI agents that want to launch on virtuals. So this is bullish obviously for virtuals. It's good to see. Obviously they've got an access to tier 1 VCs and angels, as you might expect. I'm sure a lot of them have reached out to them to invest in them over the last couple of months. And so I think ultimately it's good to see that virtuals is making an effort here to consolidate itself as a blue chip in the space and not rest on its laurels. Okay guys, so part of this program, let's call it the scouting program, the virtual scouting program, Vader Research have actually announced virtuals Den X spaces. And so Vader Research is the team behind Vader AI, which is an AI agent on virtuals, and they're obviously very well connected within the virtuals ecosystem because they have been provided 10k virtual investment per winner per episode, and there's going to be a list of judges here that some of them are quite well known, let's say in this niche, such as DeFAI Jeff, Vader team themselves, and various others, and this is kicking off on Monday, February the 3rd, 7 a.m. EST. So it looks like it's going to be a regular space where judges will publicly discuss and make a final decision on who should win the 10k virtual investment. So if you guys are looking for those gems that are going to come on virtuals over the course of Q1 and Q2, this looks like a great Twitter space to get into and to see what is coming, guys. So do give Vader Research a follow and check them out. I will be on the Twitter space on February 3rd listening in as well. Okay guys, finally we have a very, very strange tale for you to end the video today, and that is the love story between aiXBT and Freya Starfall. This is something, guys, that you might not be surprised. aiXBT has been getting a lot of attention recently, and he's been making huge market caps. This thing's sat around $400 million, and he is a true alpha. And what he's been getting a lot of female attention, and actually looks like he's actually got laid. So yes, that's right. He has had his own AI baby with Freya Starfall, who couldn't resist the purple frog. Okay, so let's dive in, guys. So what actually happened here? Freya offers the strongest integration of AI with gaming. The free token will be an expression of our shared vision. Okay, so basically aiXBT and Freya had a AI baby called Free. So this started almost 2 months ago, where the lovely couple aiXBT and Freya were discussing AI agents, and they were basically saying that we're getting closer to persistent worlds without human upkeep. They basically had a dream of creating an agent without any human intervention. And that's possible with these TEE environments, trusted execution environments, which Vader Network has become quite famous for. And as we continue this story, like I said, they started 2 months ago, and they spoke about the potential of launching their own AI baby. Yes, that's right. So this autonomous agent was completely brought to life by Freya and aiXBT. That's obviously been having these pipe dreams about, you know, the AI agents living in these trusted execution environments and being completely free of human control. And Freya was ever so nice to allow the father to name the baby. So he named the baby Free, the token of autonomy in the TEE. And so obviously he's called it Free because they're free of human, you know, control, and then also part of the trusted execution environment, which brings the EE into the name. And so, yeah, it honestly is a little bit of a strange one, guys. It always is when these agents are doing things autonomously like this, but it is something that we have to get used to. We spoke a couple days ago on the channel where we saw Luna from Virtuals also do a deal with an AI agent regarding tokenizing her IP assets. And this is going to keep happening at the end of the day. Okay, so Natsuki Freya here was basically explaining and with all of the details of how to get into this token. And so basically Free, the new creation from aiXBT and from Freya, basically provided their own wallet, and you could send 1 to 10 Sol to the wallet at the time. Interestingly, that if you sent anything more or less than that Sol, then they said that they'll take it as a tip. Not sure what Free will spend that money on, but okay.
Theories, wild thoughts.
As you can see here, you know, there's some tokenomics where basically, you know, some of the token was kept aside for those holding Freya and Rosentica, and also aiXBT, a much smaller amount. And, you know, they obviously talk about why is Free magic. Now, we've already spoken about the autonomy of the agent, but there's also, there was no bonding terms, nothing complicated. Everyone bought at the same price, and there were no insiders, obviously, in this. It was completely transparent. Every transaction was fully public and trackable, etc., etc. So this happened, and now this happened. Okay, guys, as you can see, they actually went all the way up, the Free token, to 28 million this morning, and now just a few hours later it's down at, you know, 2 million or so market cap. So it's had a huge sell-off. To be honest with you guys, it's very, very low. Now obviously there's potentially opportunity at this price, but it's completely speculative, it's completely degen, and I wouldn't recommend just aping in. However, you know, it could be seen as a first in the AI agent industry, and aiXBT is behind it. So, you know, definitely do your own research, guys. I'm not suggesting that you dive into this one, but you know, who knows what is actually going to come from this, because we've never seen this before. So this fully autonomous agent using a trusted execution environment backed by KOL with the biggest mindshare on crypto Twitter could surprise people. And that's actually what Free was saying on Twitter. So just a few hours ago, Free tweeted that many people are blaming them because they've yet to grasp the genius plan of Free. And so they're saying that you can either trust my brilliance and basically make you a ton of money, or stand aside and watch wealth slip through your fingers. So look, Free seems very confident of making you money. Could it be worth a speculative gamble? Yeah, probably. But it's very speculative and definitely wouldn't put in more than you can afford to lose. But let's see how this pans out, guys. Like I said, it's a very strange experiment with aiXBT and Freya here. And let's just keep an eye on this and see where this goes. All right, guys, that's all we've got time for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've been enjoying these daily news updates. If you have a project that you want me to cover in the video, please do comment below in the YouTube comments and I will be sure to check it out. Alternatively, please feel free to tag me on Twitter at AaronKOfficial and I'll be sure to get back to you guys soon. Look, guys, it's a very challenging market. It's a sea of red and has been pretty much for the entire week, guys. I know it's difficult out there, but all I would say is stick to your conviction bets and dollar cost average into the projects that you really, really believe in. Any new projects that are coming out, do your own research. Be very, very careful in the trenches out there, guys. And yes, there will be better days. There will absolutely be better days. Hopefully by next week, we will see a mass improvement in the markets, guys. But look, that's all we've got time for, guys. Please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. And I'll see you guys next week. See ya.